Right, peeps, new blocks. They've added some new blocks for and a few new funkies, but new blocks. So let's have a look at them. Got some really nice ones. So we've got that one. So obviously you can make lots of shit out of that. Think about making customs as well. We've got that one as well. It's got plain lines. We've got these are brilliant, these. All of these ones. Got a nice pattern on them. Now none of the blocks are bump mapped yet, so some of them will look a bit plain, but that will change. Got a nice black Celtic knot. Roof tiles when you're doing your roofs. Got some ivy. Got loads of different marble Celtic designs. We've got a nice floor ceiling pattern there as well. Obviously you can mix and match the blocks as well. You know, a lot of them go together, except that one. What a noob. That one doesn't go. That one does it, more or less. Oh, it goes on the... Oh, comes on. A little bit out, but it's almost there. So, oh, exciting one as well. Marble. Now you can see the design on it on the little robots holding. That's the texture when it's bump mapped. Obviously, when you're colouring it, it hasn't got the texture on at the minute, but that's what it'll have on. It's the marble block, the normal one, the top of it. So it's obviously that hasn't got the texture on yet either. But if you think about it, you can paint your marble now. So all these, hold on, he's put a limiter on the jetpack. It's just experimental at the minute, but it's a bit of a pain. So these are just painted marbles, so you can create what you want. So you've got paintable canvas and you've got paintable marble that you can do any colour. So what I'm doing is I'm changing my dwarven world so far into a black marble. So I'm adding it to all the blocks. At the minute it's just a deep matte black, but it will have the texture on with a bit of a shine when it gets bump mapped. So I've changed it to that, which takes away some of this, you know, this pattern. So I went through, and obviously using the deep red and the deep black together, and keeping some of the texture off this one in me blocks as well. So I've got that nice swirl pattern in the middle of me block there. It's not bad. And when I was mentioning the line, I've kept the line. I don't know if you can just see it, if I get the pointer, it runs diagonal there. So I've kept the line in from that. That's the line there, running there. You see it, that white line? So I've kept that in there. But when you get a distance, it just gives a nice thin pattern. So it adds to the texture. So we're just arsing about, and obviously in the centre there I've kept a little bit of a swirl, as you can see it, and that's the texture from this block as well. So mix and match your blocks. This one I've added one of the new blocks, so it's got a nice blue electric centre to it. Done all the stairs. I've just added just one red line running around, deep red, not much lighter than the black itself, so when you get a distance it just looks black. When you get up close you've got just that one red line just to pick it out. This pattern shows up better, it's matte black. We'll see what happens. But that's why I put the electric in the middle of that one as well, so that looks quite good. But I'm just changing all my blocks around with some of the new ones. I've got plans for this one. I was going to put it up here, and take all these well, that would take most of the customs out, but it's not quite matching the, I might still do it, but I do like this knot. I do like this pattern. You know, it's bold, gold on black, really bold, and I've picked out a little bit red running up there, you know, in between the blocks there, just to break it. Not too much, just one line, run right round, like that, just to break it up. That's the new blocks. What else we got that's new? Obviously you'll notice the corner, top left, got your suit power level. Got to keep recharging the jetpack at the minute. This might change, it's just to stop you wandering around too quickly in the world, letting it bake, because obviously you can cause some issues if you just run straight, you know, 5,000 meters in the air, from when you spawn in, and you've got a crappy computer, it will probably break it with all the memory. So he's putting a bit of a limiter on. He's got to experiment with it all. So I've got to keep it. And then this bit here is your save to exit. Basically tells you when everything's loaded in and saved and stuff like that, so you know when it's safe to exit. Obviously I've been mucking around with the new blocks on there. Now that pattern's better than the original. Basic, just a normal block with that custom. Yeah. So what I've done is I've done a that's a 2 2 2 2. That's a 3 3 3, and that's a 4 4 4. And with them being close to each other, that line doesn't look as prominent when you're up here. It's not as, it's just like a jaggy, but when you're up here it looks quite good. So that's going to be a ceiling or a wall decoration, something like that. I mean, you can arse about with it, you can change the pattern. It does look quite good when you add extra stuff. You could almost build buildings with it. Quite good, not bad. But now I've got to work out we'll work out how the bloody hell I leave these blocks now. Fudge monkeys. Is it that way? No, it's the other way. There it is. There's a particular way you've got to lay these, but it doesn't look right. That's it there. Get it right. Remember guys, this is still pre-alpha. I've just been mucking about getting the block sorted. So I've got a fair bit to do. I've basically got to redesign the whole world down below. I'm busy with another statue. It's an unusual design. It's going to be pretty statue rather than a. That's me. Just put in the. Oh, this is to help your crappy computers. You can set your settings so things spawn out, but I'm busy with a statue there. It's going to be, you'll have to wait till it's finished to see what it's all about, but it will look quite good, I hope. And that's going to be transferred into customs, and it's actually going to be a pillar to hold up balconies and stuff on my design. I'm thinking about the I've sorted his eye out as well. I put one of the new twat, just chopped myself in half. Been arsing about with these as well. You know my usual blocks. That's just to let the light in. It's not a bad pattern. You get a wheel from it. Tried in glass, didn't work. I've tried doing the old glass tricks, but it doesn't work with this. Glass is different. You kind of do your your stained glass very well, because it tends to, you get that funkiness about it. So I've got the pattern in, but it doesn't work, and it doesn't make customs invisible behind it like it used to. So I kind of do my little tricks what I used to do, which is a shame. I used to like mucking about with that. But I'll probably find other funky stuff, or some of the other testers might find some funky stuff to do. Hopefully, anyway. Still got a lot to do. I'm still designing this. It's not finished. I'm going to do a bloody jetpack. Hold on. Fudge monkeys. Right. What I'm doing, because I'm still not dwarvish enough. So he's going to have a ginger beard, because I've got the new blocks. I think I'll use the long roof tiles on the beard, turn it ginger, thicken that out, and he's like overskirt here. It's going to go right the way down, but come off at a 60-degree angle. So it comes down, then widen the legs so he's got a wide stance. Make the feet bigger, and that'll thicken him out a bit like dwarvish. But it's ideal. It's like little armour plates. But that I'll make so it comes out like a, and then obviously I'll have it curving that way and then curving that way. There's like an open front. So you've got your armour on the top and you've got like the underskirt underneath. I know what I'm talking about. It's in my head, but it's hard to explain it until I've built it. Fair bit to do now, yeah. Still looking crap. Just pasted one of the things in there. But this pillar I'm still working on, so I'm not pasting these in yet. I'm not starting any other parts of it until I've got everything in the way it should be. But as you can see, when I've blackened this out, it brings this out, right out. And I do like this for just visual. I will be using this, but I'll probably use it in a different room, or I might use it on the staircases going down, because that'll save a lot of customs if I can get that in. But I might use it on the staircase just to add pattern. It's just this bit here, like it looks like a padded seat. Probably good for clothing. We'll work it in. We'll work it in. We will do it. Actually, I was going to try something on this. Now, with these things on the customs, are not aligned perfectly, which is a bloody shame. I need a new custom. Oh, hold on. Oh, right. That's it there, right. So, fudge. There's it, that one there, isn't it? Now this is what I generally like mucking about with. Obviously, I've got a build to do, a big build. I've got to get on with it, but I love arsing about with the customs and seeing what the blocks can do, patterns and stuff like that. I could spend hours in these in the workshop just arsing about with the block. That's how I get me patterns, you know, the little swirls and that I'm seeing coming out of that. I mean, you've got to arse about for hours to find these intricate details you can use, but it's worth the time spent to be able to do it. So what I was just thinking the other night, I could probably, with any luck, I don't think it'll work very well, but I'll have a go, merge black with this. So we keep the cross in the centre but have a black outline. Don't think it'll work because obviously it's not aligned perfectly, so I can get rid of the circular bit there, bring in a diagonal black, but it's not right angles, so that might be strange. It mightn't work very well. I'll give it a go. Now the black I'm going to use, I think I'll use this one. See how it looks. Oh, invisible. So that's going to be about 3 in. So it helps if you can picture this in your head while you're doing it, because what I'm picturing here is, I'm not seeing that, I'm seeing the edge, that edging right there. That's what I'm building here, that edging, and this corner, this little corner is going to be this. So let's see what this looks like first. So what we need to do, now I'm just going to test this because I showed it on the last video and it was broken, so let's see if he's fixed it. Right, I need to include an O and an I in this probably. You still got that in there. You need to sort that out. And we've still got the movement blocks when you're naming with the movement, so we'll have to tell them that as well. But that's the block named anyway. Get that. Oh, what's happening? What's happening? Can't get rid of it now. Ah, shit. We've got to click. Ah, didn't keep the name. Alright. I'll have a word with them about that. So, so that's what I was worried about. So we're losing a bit of the pattern there, but we're alright on there. So it's only 2. Right. So I'll let it change the black. Right, let's try something else. So this is basically what I just arse about. That might be nice. That might be. Well, I'll go for the black marble. Love the patterning on this, but it's unusual. It's not the same. That's going to look mint when it's bumped up and put into the futuristic builds, ancient builds, anything like that. That is the shiz. That there, them blocks, because they're so different. They look really good. The actual pattern on them, this patternage, brilliant. Think. So we'll get some darker marble. Let's see what this looks like. So obviously this pattern starts here. No, it's just not even enough, is it? To get it in. It was worth a try though. It was worth a try. Let's see what else I can do. So basically just get yourself a thin slat of blocks and arse about with it. And you'll probably find patterns that no one else will find just by arsing about. And then it'll be like people come in and going, "Oh, how'd you get that?" It's like, you see? Experimentation. So if we do that in the middle. Oh, I'm pleased about that. So you can make a round block with that. So probably make it like that. user block's not disappearing, it's still there. We're still working on this. I'm on my pre-alpha. So if I wanted to make a round pillar with these, I'll probably not do much round in this kingdom. Keep a lot of square, because with it being so big, customs probably have to be kept as a premium rather than used over much. Saying that, I'll probably abuse the crap out of it. I'll break my laptop, it's guaranteed. Right, let's see what that looks like. Ah, yeah, so it breaks up there. Oh, it follows the pattern. Ah, yeah, so shields. Do shields on the way. Arse. Yeah, it follows the pattern round. Do you lose it on that side? No, you don't lose it on that side either. So it doesn't matter what side you look at. Keeps the pattern. Good, good, good. Experimentation, you see. You get a little nice little pattern in the middle. So, just arse about. Love it. Arsing about, see what things look like. So I'm going to keep this flat sheet as an arse about block. So I can stick blocks on it and see what sort of patternage I can get. These electric blue ones. Whoa. I'm loving these ones. This one especially. I absolutely adore this block. It's brilliant for just slashing colour through things. When you look carefully at the block, you can probably pick out little flashes. Probably put a flash there. A little bit there, that's black. Black in the corner there. Black in the corner there. So instead of being plain, you get just that little electric flash running through things. Carry this line on. So you can pick out little lines. See, that'll be handy. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah, little crystals. You know, make little crystals there. That'll be kind of a crystal. Something different, isn't it? What about this one? This is a nice block. I like this one. I should have probably picked a 7 for this, but let's see what this looks like. Get some good lighting on that. That'll look good. See what that looks like. Ah, that's an unusual pattern, isn't it? It's, probably do something with that at some stage. What else we got? Probably break it up. This is where you find out what sort of pattern to get. Just randomly put pillars of blocks up. This is how I got me me little shop window stuff and me pub stuff out of a couple of the builds, just by randomly placing the blocks in and seeing what you get. See what else we've got. See the vine block. That'd be an interesting block, isn't it? It's an interesting block. See what happens when you put that there. It's a canyon. Should have got a little pattern. Sticking somewhere here. So just arsing about. That's me arse about block. Love this. This is brilliant. You can make it if you obviously if you put that every other one. Use less customs, and it looks like there's holes in the floor. It's quite effective, but I prefer the building block bit. It looks, it'll sort of confuse the eye when you get in there. But I'm down below at the minute. It charges power, come on, stop it. There we go. So, right, this is what we've got, right? Now I've still got this on the fastest with us being building. See what I mean about that electric blue? Brings that right out. I've got all these blocks to change. Everything in here needs to be overlaid. I've done the floor. Just as I say, it looks plain at the minute, but the bump matting isn't in, so it will change. But see that red? Just that light red through. Just a simple additive. But all this is a lot firmer. And I put in there, just put them blocks. I've still got that red running round. And that's, yeah, so I've done the floor with that. Quite effective, but I've kept my custom one as well because I do like the pattern. It's in the ceiling as well. But what I can do is I can cut down some of the customage by adding the pattern blocks. So when it starts failing, as you can see that little line, tiny little line, just adds to the texture. And it's just 2 blocks. There you can see, it's just 2 blocks. 1, 2, but it adds the line into the texture. Right, so can you see the back? You can see the back. And then as you close in, customs come in. Now this is obviously where, so he's got to get opinions on it. I quite like it, but it comes in, and when you get really big, you see, boom, falls, and then it comes back in from all sections. And you adjust this through the menu, your settings. So you can put your target frame rate. I've got a target 15. So if I put that up, right, to 25, everything should start arsing about. Let's see what happens. So you've got a shit computer. You come into a world, and see, it's a lot. And it'll keep the frame rate high, so you should never get a case. I love that when it's falling off. You should never get a case where you can't go through, but hopefully we can, we can get it to a stage where it doesn't spoil the build as well. Because obviously, ideally, this should be visible all the way through. when you're on the higher settings. I haven't got on the high settings, so it never will, but you see it just drops away. So when you're building, you probably have to think about what you're building onto. That just comes back in. But that's adjustable. That's for if you go into someone's world. Where you're building, you put it whatever you want, but you go into someone's world, you want to see it. It's a heavily custom world, and your computer's starting to lag. Change your settings, and you can actually go around without losing too much. Oh, yeah, look at that. And then the whole world's coming in. Boom. Pillars come in. So as I see, I'm building them pillars to replace these, so it's going to be a lot thicker. It's going to be nice deep black. And I'll bring these arches down so they're more substantial. Obviously it'll help the base of the pillars as well. Because this just isn't needed. It's unnecessary. But I do like that electric blue in there. Now, I'm still working on the statues, bit by bit. I'm putting a lid on this one. As you can see, I'm adding the armour bits and stuff like that. I might darken the air. I might get a light grey marble for the outside of the eye, because it's a little bit bright. Comes over bright. I've sort of tried to add a knuckle onto this thumb, so it's not as straight. But obviously it's going to have the skirt, wider legs, pattern these all the way up into arches. So these arches will be custom, but hopefully just use the new blocks or up the blocks, so you're not using as many customs. See everything falling in. Now it's a good effect obviously, but if you want to see someone's world, you don't want to be seeing that, so it needs to be balanced. It'll get balanced. And I've been sort of doodling plans for the back wall. I know what I'm going to do for that, because that goes on to the next section. But I want to get this lot finished first, get all the blocks changed. So I'm going to start doing that now. So as you can see, everything's coming through, coming in. You're running in and it's just building itself around you. It's quite effective. It's quite effective. And once it's built, it's pretty solid. So I'm going to drop my draw distance again. So he is thinking about how it runs, because obviously a game, ideally you want your games running on good frame rates. It would be running on 4 all the time for me, but with all this added, I can still carry on. I can even get into my world now on a high visual setting by mucking about with this, and obviously it loses a lot of the detail, but I can get in and muck about and see things I've never seen before, because I'm building it. I've got a picture in my head, but I'm yet to see what it looks. Well, I've seen a couple of guys with the beefy PCs. I've seen what they can see, but I'm yet to see what it actually should look like. So I'm just seeing little sections of it while I'm building it. So I don't know what this looks like. I know what it should look like, but I haven't got a clue what it looks like altogether. So hopefully this sort of thing will help me see that. Because when you're here, you should be able to see right back through the pillars. The pillar should be there, the arches running right at the back of the screen, going across, so you can think, whoa, where we're going. But you cannot see anything at the minute because I can't get my draw distance high enough. So that's what I want. I want to get the effects, so when you come through you can see it. should be visible. You should be able to, when you're coming through here, this is like the wow factor. You're starting here and it's like whoa, and then you open up into a massive chasm, and it's like you should be able to see the arch pillars running along as far as the eye can see. You can just see them there, but you should be able to see them right across, and then all the way back as well. You can only see the first ones, but they need to go back, and these arches need to drop so they're more substantial. But it should be all visible in sort of so it pushes you forward instead of it just being a blank screen. It pushes you forward like that. I'm looking at that. You should be able to see that back wall from here. You shouldn't be able to see any daylight. It should be just back wall all the way through. But this will have pattern in it. Can't see it at the minute, but you can just see the pattern on the block that's yours. You can just see the dyed marble block with that pattern. So that pattern is going to run through all of this. So it will not be flat all the time. But I'll get there eventually. I'll just keep plodding on. If I stop arsing about in the workshop, I would get more of this built. But I do like to have an arse about in the workshop. Just that little red, just running up, just to break up the colour a bit. But yeah, that's what I'm working on at the minute. Everything stands out much better as well on the, without this white running through it all the way. And these, I'm gonna feature these. These are, I like these pillars. There's not much to them. Custom wise, they're quite cheap. Well, hopefully anyway. I might use the new blocks instead of these on some of them as well. We'll see what they look like, but I'll let experiment with them. But I have plans. This place is just a fraction of what it's going to be. Ah, oh, bollocks! Can I get back out now? Get out of that bloody thing. I can't remember what else he's added loads of stuff and fixed loads of stuff, and can I hell remember what it is? Other menus and stuff like that. Obviously your paintable marble, I showed. But pixel art guys, how you've got paintable marble, nice pattern, you've got your paintable canvas, I mean just increments of grey. How many people have asked for increments of grey and black? You can go up one step all the way, like this. This is like that one, and then that one. Just increments. Same with greens, blues, and then you can bring it into all different colours. See if I can do one. So I've got the marble out now. Marble? Yeah. Right, so what you do, there's no interface yet for it. So you're still using the paint. We'll have 6, we'll have, I think it goes to 15, so we'll put 13 and we'll put 10. I don't know what colour this is going to be, but we'll see. Recharge my jetpack a bit. It's not charging. Oh god damn it. That's because I'm stuck. There we go. I lost my marble block. So, try again. So this is definitely a work in progress. This had the jetpack not been switching itself off, this wouldn't have happened, August. But let's try again. So I've got that. I'll select that, and we'll try paint. What we're looking at Well, we'll just do another one. 15, 12, 5. Just a random bloody number. So there you go, that's marble. That's almost gold. That's pretty damn good now. Yeah, you got a nice gold marble. Nice gold marble. And obviously that shines different than the canvas, so it looks different. So you can use the different effects for them, depending on what you want to do. Your pixel art guys, you will be able to do some epic stuff with that. Oh, I do like that. That is nice. It's a nice colour. I'm going to arse about with that a bit. What else? What else have I been mucking about with? That's about it. So I need to get on with building. So I'm not going to film and build, not with the big stuff anyway, because I'm going to be pasting some really big areas in, and I need all the memory I can for that. So I'll not be filming that, but I think I'll leave it at that for now. So you've seen the new blocks, just to have an arse about in the workshop with your customs, just to see what the patternage is. I will find some good patterns in there when I start mucking about with it. Paintable marble. We've got paintable marble. We've got paintable canvas. We've got paintable marble as well. Don't forget, guys, there's paintable marble. New blocks, dead funky, paintable marble. What else? Paintable marble as well. So hope you guys enjoy it. I need to finish this bloody pillar as well. God damn it. I keep getting halfway through stuff and building something. I'll put them up there. I think that'll be effective. We'll get a good light on that. So you've got your deep black pillar, them nice flashes of blue running through it. I think that'll look good. And then your gold at the bottom. Paintable marble as well. So I'm making a paintable marble. So I'm going to bugger off. Keep smiling, guys. Ta-ra now.